So my name's Sam Gregory. I'm a front-end developer who works for a company called AndDigital, and we're based in London.
Where did you grow up and where did you go to school, college and university?
I was born in a place called Portsmouth, which is down the south of England, and I was dragged up to Wales at the age of about 11, 12. At university, I went to Glamorgan University, which was based in Glamorgan, and then moved into Cardiff, so I spent a lot of 2 years in Cardiff.
What did your parents do for a living?
My dad works in a factory, and my mum actually was working in care. She cared for elderly and disabled people.
What was your favourite subject at school?
Drama was pretty cool. I liked drama. I think science was also a great subject of mine, and graphics.
What was your least favourite subject at school?
Maths.
Did you have any mentors that gave you career advice?
Actually, no. My mum, she went to university, so there was an area of like, oh, I always wanted to go to university. Not really sure why, but obviously your parents are a big thing for you. My dad always just told me to just do whatever I love, follow whatever it is you're passionate about.
Did you always know you wanted to be a product developer?
I wanted to be an actor when I was younger. My development career kind of started when I was in college, and I think we did one day of HTML and I really liked it, and then it just sort of, I would do it in my own time. It was always a hobby in the background that I never really thought would take shape. It's interesting to realise when what you really like doing you can actually get paid to do.
What did you study at university?
I studied Design for Media is the name of the course. It took a Mac and all the creative applications like Photoshop, Illustrator, Final Cut, and all those things you do on a computer, and kind of said, let's do a project around this piece of software.
What did you do after university?
So I was fortunate enough to be in contact with the HR manager at a visual effects studio called Frame Store, and an opportunity came up, so I went for it, and fortunately I got it. A company called Digital Detox, which is they're based in Brixton, and that was a great social place. And so I went for an interview there and got a job there. I sought out AndDigital and actually got a referral for AndDigital because I knew someone who worked here, and they referred me.
Do you have to have a degree to be a product developer?
I think some people look for degrees. I think what people are mostly looking for, because it goes much further than a degree, is a sense of drive and attitude and pragmatism and just a get up and go attitude.
What makes a good product developer?
I think someone who's definitely excited about new technologies, definitely wanting to better themselves all the time, because with development, things are always changing. And for me, I'm a massive advocate on fundamental knowledge. So with every discipline, I believe there's a fundamental layer. No matter how things steer, no matter where the industry goes, the fundamental knowledge will always carry you.
What does a typical day in the life of a product developer look like?
First and foremost, we all stand up in a group and we say what we did yesterday, what we're going to do today, and do we have anything blocking us? Do we have anything stopping us? We want to make sure that all the team is aware that what everyone else is doing, that we're not all working in silo. I'll be sat on my laptop, I'll be coding, I'll be developing things. I'll sometimes get pulled into ad hoc meetings discussing the future of the project. Then my team, they're building specific features.
What are the best things about being a product developer?
I love helping people. I love teaching people and helping people with that. I also love seeing and making stuff happen. It's mental creativity that I really like as well.
What are the most difficult things about being a product developer?
Definitely clashes of personalities are quite hard to deal with. Releases, definitely, as a developer, release day is always stressful.
How much does a product developer typically get paid?
Every company will pay their developers different rates, obviously. I think I'm in the range of about 50 to 55,000, and that's in London.
Are there different types of product developer?
So there's massive differences actually. So front end is what I do and what I enjoy, and that's literally what you see on the screen in front of you. And then there's the back end, which really deals with the data that you're seeing. The words you see could be considered the data. There are people who are in charge of architecture, and they're called architects really.
Do you think your career caters enough to children from non-professional backgrounds?
This industry is very forward focused. We don't care who you are, what you do, where you've come from. You're welcome here, and I've not seen that in any other kind of industry.
What are the working hours like?
Credit to the technological industry, they really want you to work 9 to 5:30. There's too many reasons why working over that is detrimental to how you perform.
What advice would you give to anyone looking to pursue a career as a product developer?
The late great Steve Jobs said, "Stay hungry," which I couldn't agree more with. Always smile and stay energetic. Try and hand it one thing or another. It can only add to your portfolio of respective, a designer's job or a video editor's job, but know your craft and stick with it. Fourth one, don't be afraid to fail. You're going to fail because it's just one of those things, and often it's not as painful as you think it is, and you just build thick skin because of it. It should be enjoyed.